I know, I'm trying to cut it. I understand. What in the world? They give me a headache. Oh, that ain't that bad. Whatever. Hey, y'all. We at work, as usual. See Jacob back there.
Hey.
Eva. Eva the Diva. How are you guys? First of all, I wanted to come on here and just say thank you for all the support and love you guys have given to Friends. That song means a lot to me. And I've been able to do some things that I never imagined with it. What you sewing? That hurt. Got a braid or something under there, baby. Sorry, I'm back. About to take my supplements and film. I'm really excited though. I'm on the set of our television show with VH1. It was formerly known as Infamy, and we've changed the name. We shoot at nighttime because we wanted to have a very specific look, but I wanted to talk to you guys and just, number one, say thank you. And I only come on here, I started coming on here when I have something I want to share from my heart. I just want to talk to you guys about how you treat others. How you treat others is really a reflection of who you are. And a lot of times people are able to mask who they are by doing things that look a certain way, but they don't really live what they speak. And it is hard. It's like the evolution of becoming a whole person. And when I say whole, we're born whole, but whole on the inside. A whole person is really, really key. And when a person is broken, them breaking you isn't always intentional, but it happens a lot. And that's why I decided I'm no longer protecting people that don't protect me. And me, I don't have to throw rocks and hide my hands. If there's something that I'm feeling, I'm going to stand on that shit and I'm going to say it and I'm going to mean it. And you're going to know it comes from me. I don't do secretive, backstabbing, underhanded, low life. I'm just not with it. That's not who I am. That's not how I'm coming. So when it's done to me, I do feel a certain way. And that's not currently the case. But we were having a conversation on the way over about it, and a lot of people, they aren't whole to begin with. And one of my flaws is I'm really, really a nurturer, and I'm an empath. So a lot of the times I almost start fixing on things, and I'll start fixing on people, and I'll give all that I've got, and when it's not reciprocated, then I'm upset. I have to take accountability for the fact that oftentimes I'm giving in broken places I know are already broken, but I believe I can fix it. We can't fix it. Only God can fix it. And so a lot of times when I let go of people, I let go of them with the understanding that I'm letting go to let God. It doesn't mean I hate you. It doesn't mean I'm going to be talking about you. It doesn't mean I'm against you. It just means your brokenness is breaking me, and I can no longer participate in that. And you know, that hurt, baby. That hurt. It's this a braid. Yes. This ain't the lace. This it's me. Jacob be trying to kill me on the slick. But it's really you said I'm scary. If there was a name to say, I say it. But see, here's the key about me. People like talking on the internet but can't talk in real life. That's scary shit to me. Because when I got a problem with somebody, I tell a person, they already know. You finding out way later after they've been addressed. See, I just come from a different age and era, a different school. That's not scary, baby. That's real. And a lot of times when people are placing things on the internet, they're not placing it there to really help somebody. This is really to help somebody, because whatever issue I may have had, it's so far removed by the time I come and talk to y'all, because I didn't come up, the internet didn't exist when I came up, and I was raised by real OGs, and we didn't come on. That's not how you fix something, talking about somebody here. But this is to help somebody. You missing the message, looking for mess. The reality is that when I learn something, I try to share it because there's somebody somewhere that's going through something similar. Yesterday, I got stuck in the airport and I met this young lady. I think her name was Naya or Nyla, and she was in tears explaining how different things that I've been through helped her. Me, I'm not coming on here to tell you about me and what's going on in my situation, because I'm gonna handle that shit in real life. That's just me. That's just how I'm coming. But just like I wake up in the morning sometimes and I have thoughts to share with my kids, sometimes I'll have conversations that are private, and then I'll say, you know what, I'll share it so it helps somebody else. This is for real. We can't fix people in broken places. That's God. That's only God is. We even holds the knowledge to be able to do that. And because it's a mistake I often make, I can share on it and say, listen, I'm learning that the more I put into myself, the more I put into my kids, the more I put into those around me that are really seeking the level of solidarity and love and understanding in Christ that I'm seeking, that's when you feel your best and you live your best and you enjoy things. Teddy, I love you. And you learn to enjoy the things that are around you. Me, oftentimes, even coming up as a youngster, I was 14, 15 taking care of adults, 14, 15 taking care of other people's kids, 14, 15 getting people cars and homes and places to stay. And these are people that won't even take time to see how I'm doing or see if I'm okay, or just say you meant something to me. And a lot of times people don't just fumble bags. They fumble good people too. They fumble people of value all the time. But those that are fumbled are also hurting. And this message is to simply say, hang in there. You can't fix someone else's brokenness. You have to continue to feel those things within yourself that are lacking. Because a lot of times what I do, I'll pour into other people until I'm empty. There's nothing left for me. I'm just running off fumes. So this is a real life lesson. And as we're here shooting Infamy, like we shoot into the night. So we don't even start until late because they like for everything to be blacked out and look dark and be a certain way. But it's super important that we remember to fill our own cups and to love on ourselves, to pray for ourselves. I was thinking about it in the last 2 weeks. My prayers, I just pray, and I'm constantly praying for other people. And when it comes to myself, I just simply say thank you. I'll tell God thank you. I don't ask him for anything because he knows what I need. He lays before me everything that I need, and oftentimes I miss it trying to fix other things and other people and the brokenness that lies in other places. So I really came on here to share it in a genuine way about it, because it's a real thing. And sometimes my cup is so empty, but I'm still in motion. I'm still moving. I'm still running. I'm still trying to make certain things happen. So just remember to love on yourself, to give God the praise and give him thanks even when you're in the midst. Like when I'm in the midst of things, I always make it a point to say thank you first, because we'll focus on the problem and not the solutions. We'll focus on the people and not the perspective. A lot of times when I've personally been hurt by people, I don't think that was their direct intention, but it's what happened. And when I've hurt people and it wasn't my intentions, but it was what happened, I had to take accountability and stand on that and really be accountable and say, you know what, that didn't go like I planned. That's not how I meant that. That's not how that was supposed to be. But I wanted to share it, and I wanted to share it from my heart because it really has been topic of conversation. You say, please pray for your grandmother. She's on life support. I absolutely will. I absolutely will. It's important that we fill our cups. Sometimes I'm running on empty, and that's no one's fault but my own. Because here's the key, people are going to do what's best for them. So when you're an empath like myself and you're a person that really, really loves from the depths, you get hurt a lot. That comes with the territory. But the blessings keep coming because you're not hurting people. You're not out here doing what was done to you. And that's another thing that people say that I don't agree with. You know, like you hear people say, oh yeah, I'm gonna meet them where they at. I'm not meeting you where you are. Because I got to where I am with purpose and promise. So I'm not meeting you where you are. Can I handle the situation? Absolutely. But I'm not meeting you where you are. You say you needed this message bad. Well, praise God. Maybe it was for you, because I see it's a few on here that don't get it. But, you know, it's not okay to excuse the hurt we cause one another. And I'm going to say it again. People always talking about fumbling the bag. Y'all be talking about money. I ain't talking about money. I'm talking about fumbling people of value. Fumbling people that you meet one time in a lifetime. People that you don't get twice. Energies that you can't find elsewhere. People that'll sacrifice for you, love for you, fight for you, do for you, and then you shit on them. You can't shit where you sleep and not expect to smell like poo. That was, you know, my aunt used to say that. I know that's not quite the godly way, but it is what it is. And it's not, it's just not okay. So as I learn to pour into my own cup and focus on those that are headed in the same direction that I'm headed in, and also parents, moms, dads, I pray for all of y'all as your kids are going back to school. You know, it stresses us all out because we worry. We have a lot to worry about in this day and age, and in these days and times. Pray over them. Pray over them. I was out of town 7 days straight, and my baby, my youngest, Leia, who's about to turn 9 on the 3rd, she called me and she said she couldn't sleep. And she told me why. And, you know, something was bothering, upsetting, hurting her. And a lot of times when you've been in situations where you're no longer, you know, with the parent, or people that were supposed to be there for them are no longer there and they've turned their backs, people are turning their backs on you and your children. So those things will cause your kids also a level of hurt. I love you, Dylan, my nephew. It will cause them to hurt. And I asked her, I said, well, what can mommy do? And she said, I don't know. And I said, well, I know. And I said, get out of the bed. And she hops out of the bed. And she immediately knew where I was going. And she got down on her knees, and she was on the side of her bed, and I was on the side of my bed in the hotel room. And I just prayed and spoke life over her, spoke peace over her, spoke understanding over her. Because sometimes adults are far dumber than children. Children love from a pure place if it hasn't been tainted. So I started just really speaking what I wanted her to feel. I started speaking it over her, and I prayed with her for about 15 minutes. And that may sound long, but I felt like there was something that, because I couldn't physically put my hands on her and pull her to me and have that moment with her, I had to figure it out from where I was. And when we finished praying, she said, Mommy, I feel so much better. She said, I can go to sleep now. Rest in knowing that He's got it. Rest in knowing that God's got it. Rest in knowing that if you really take your burdens to Him and leave them there, that He's going to sort it out, and He's going to make your enemy your footstool. You don't have to do it. You know, that's hard for me, because how I came up, I won't revisit it, but that was hard for me. You know, but as I've become older, I watch when people have wronged me, the things that happen to them, when I don't try to touch it, there's a reason it says vengeance is the Lord's. You got to let Him do what He do. And you can't get in the way. And the fact that I wish nothing but goodness upon people, it allows the blessings to continuously flow over here. I love you, Avery. Miss Kelly, I miss you so much. You know, it allows the blessings to flow in abundance. And some days I might wake up with tears in my eyes, and then Melinda will call me, and something major has happened for me. I promise you, it just happened this morning. And I couldn't believe it, because it's like, that's not even what I was focused on, but God was still working it out for my good. Gotta trust Him. And it's not always easy, but you have to trust Him. He is timely. He is all-knowing. And he is one that will prevail and push. He'll push you right into the space you need to be in. And I've had a hard time, especially since my uncle's murder, with vengeance and staying out of my own way. Most people that you come in contact with, they're their own worst enemy. They're always in their own way. And so for me, I am really learning to keep my energy protected and to keep my life protected. And in order to protect my blessings, I have to continue to do good even when others do wrong. That ain't easy. But I do know that it works. And I continuously receive blessings that say it's working. And yes, blessings in the form of work, but more so blessings in the form of all the things that are happening around me. Nothing happens for nothing. And nothing happens by chance. And your reactions to what happens in your life determine the real outcome. So just hang in there. I don't know who it was for. I don't know who I'm talking to in particular, but just hang in there. And I promise you it's going to be all right. When I don't feel like it's okay, I'm blessed and fortunate enough to have the type of mother that says it's going to be all right. When I'm hurting and people that I gave my all to are treating me like it is still going to be all right. And Tracy Mathis Bell, you have tears in my eyes because I needed this. I'm so glad you're here then, because it's going to be all right. And I promise you that it gets greater later. It is not easy. Like, 3 years now? I've been by myself, and people ask me things like, well, you don't miss this, you don't miss that. No, I missed me. I needed to get back to me, and things have come into play that kind of will derail it here and there, and then something happens that puts it back in check because I really did. I gave it to God. You're welcome. Come on in. Thank you. I'm negative, by the way. Huh? We COVID test too. Put your mask on, as a matter of fact. Yes. He just love breaking the rules. You ever got that one? He just gonna break all the rules. No Viacom gonna fly in here, put you in a chokehold and retest you again. Give him another mask. Yes, ma'am. Bahamas. They just told me.
Okay. I'm gonna bring some masks. I'm still working on it. It may not be tonight. It might be tomorrow.
Yes, ma'am. That's fine. Okay. Thank you. Sorry, y'all. We still try to be careful, except hard-head Jacob right here. That's my baby. You could tell when somebody the youngest, though. Just
Now, wait a minute.
just gonna do what they want to do. You hear me? By the way, this is the second anniversary since Versus. I want to shout out Brandy real quick, because we did.
He says COVID is over.
No, I didn't.
I know he ain't say COVID is over. You said that?
I ain't say that.
You said that.
No, I didn't.
Don't make me get off of here now. You said that. You know damn well it ain't over. As a matter of fact, COVID ain't over. It's more shit out here now. Like I tell my children, you shouldn't be hunching, hugging, touching, doing nothing. Don't come to no closer to nobody than them bevel irons will bring you. It's monkeypox. It's chicken pox. It's viruses everywhere. Listen. I almost scared to get my hair and makeup done. You know COVID ain't damn over, and we just had 2 people test positive, yesterday? Every time we link up, it go up. So just sending some love to her. You say, why am I single now? By choice. Ain't nobody left me. Because I do right by people. Not because I ain't the prettiest, I ain't the finest, but I'm going to do right. I'm going to do right. Listen, I go out here and eat grass off one of these trees, drink water from my pool before I do somebody wrong. I just can't. I just can't. You got a song that went viral with him on it? I didn't hear it. Can you send it to me? What am I getting dolled up for? I'm actually here. We're shooting Infamy. It's the second season. Second season of my true crime stories. You say, ma'am, my eyebrows, what? My eyebrows are always so gorgeous. Thank you. Damone is no joke. When he does my eyebrows, they stay great forever. But let me tell you who get them things right no matter the situation. Eva Kim. She don't play about them brows, baby. She be on them brows all day. You hear me? But yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys, don't keep pouring from an empty cup and trying to fix broken people in broken spaces and places. Keep working on yourself. It's okay to walk away. It's okay not to be in comfortable spaces anymore. Just because you knew them for a long time, or it's not what you thought it was anymore. It's okay. We all are works in progress, but you got to make sure people are progressing. There are some people that are stagnant and stuck. You say, yes, Mo, get the bag. Yeah, auntie got to get it, baby. I got churn. I'm country. Go get your mask. Talking about some very all in the back of my head. Absolutely, Toya. Oh, you a Scorpio too? Absolutely. That's my sister. It's a difference. You are right. You are right. Thank you guys for supporting Friends. I think we had like 13, 14 million views. I want to keep that going. As an independent artist, it is not easy, but you guys are making me love it. You are making me appreciate the journey of it all. Thank you. And I got a new record coming too. I'm going to make sure I get it to y'all sooner than later. And make sure you tune in. I'm going to start sharing the dates for this second season of Infamy. I'm sitting real funny because I got my herbs in my lap. And y'all take care of yourselves. Make sure y'all log on to CB's Daughters with an S. CB's Daughters. Get your sea moss. Get your elderberry. And make sure the folks around you wear masks. Even the hard-headed ones. And make sure you guys are doing what you gotta do. You gotta love him, though. It's always the youngest. It's always the youngest. I want to remind y'all to say your prayers. Not just on your knees at night. Sometimes when I'm out, before I enter a building, before I go on stage, I close my eyes. It is so powerful, especially right now in these trying times. You say you still bumping, never can say goodbye. That means a lot. I love you guys, and I'm going to start sharing the dates because Infamy is going to be insane this year. And I'm going to share the new name with you guys and make sure you have everything that you need. As a matter of fact, they asked me again. I can't because I'm at work. There's no television here. I love Serena. I'm at work though. We're on set filming right now. I'm trying to answer a few questions before we log off, but it's almost time for me. You say, yes, so many crazy spirits out there. There are a lot of crazy spirits out there because people are tormented and they are experiencing things that they can't really get themselves through it, and you become collateral damage. So you have to learn to forgive people and grant grace, because we gonna all need it too. I grant people grace all the time. Capella. It's like you have to grant people the grace you might one day need in order to really understand who a person is you have to be clear on where they are. It's hard. It's hard. People, friendships, relationships, all of it is difficult. Even at work, it's just all difficult. But just keep reminding yourself not to pour from an empty cup, and not to try to fix the broken, because we don't possess the powers to do that. People's brokenness belongs to them until they really get into the word and figure those things out for themselves. There's honestly nothing that you can do. And that's hard for me because I'm naturally a fixer. I'm naturally a nurturer. It just comes natural to me. But you say, how did I move on? From what? Ask me a little bit more specifically so I know, because I had to move on from a lot of different things. Deaths, relationships, like which part? If I see it, I'll answer it, because it's really a transparent moment for me. Being a great judge of character is important, but there are some great actors and actresses out here. And let me also say this. Sometimes people simply change. There are a lot of people that I used to know, and I realize I don't know them anymore, because who they've become is nothing like who they used to be. So, yeah, being able to discern certain things, I have that. I have that ability. But also, you have to be tuned in to when things start to change, or when people start to change. That's very key, too. It's not just that you'll be able to look at someone and know that something is different, but it's almost being able to hear what's not said, and also be attentive to how people treat others. I just recently had a situation where I'm like, but they've never done that to me. And then when it was me, it felt real different. So, there are a lot of things to watch out for. There is no one thing. That's why I say the evolution of becoming a whole person within yourself, it never stops. It's ever changing. Chocolate chip, definitely saying a prayer for you. I cannot imagine what losing a parent feels like. I truly cannot. What about giving people room to grow into their individuality? Well, when you say that, the key word there for me is giving them room, which still would allow you to not be pouring from an empty cup within yourself, because you've removed yourself to a certain degree. So I think that's definitely fine. You say, how'd I move on from a relationship with my significant other? You mean like when I got, like getting divorced? That was difficult. It was, for me, I think what was really key was I did all of that privately. By the time you guys found out, it was really pretty much done. It was all over. And respecting him. I still respect him. Even if I felt at times I wasn't getting the necessary amount of respect, which I absolutely do now. I am always being told what a great mom I am, and how much he appreciates the things that I instill in all of the kids, and the positive reinforcement. But that also comes from a precedence that I set. I felt it was far too important for the kids to know he's one of my best friends. No, I don't. To answer your question, who is that? James? I can't see the last name. But yeah, in moving forward, I had to decide what I wanted the end result to be. And I wanted the end result to be a happy, healthy environment for the kids, because we both are important to both. And that's hard to do because you have to take yourself out of it, and whatever you're mad about has to come second to it. And another thing that I'm big on is it's okay to get help. I can't say you can't fix everything on your own. Sometimes you may need counseling, you may need a third party. For me, that's my mom. I like the spiritual, I like her form of spiritually counseling us. And she would talk to both parties. And you're not going to always get a person that's willing. He was willing. If you have a person that's truly willing to do the work, then that's half the battle. And if you have a person that's not, remove yourself and do the work for yourself and for your child. But the key is to let go of the hurt. And that takes a minute. I'm not saying that's easy, but I watched my mother do it. when my father had a stroke, the first person he called was my mother. My mother has, I think she divorced him maybe 25 years ago. But the way she handles herself left a level of respect that no matter what's happening, he holds her in high regard. And that wasn't always, you know, I'm not going to say that was the easiest thing to create, but we make the decision. And I had to make myself accountable for how I respond to things. Because, you know, I really can lash out, pop off. I can get in my bag. But I really try to contain that and control that and take a hold of that. And so when I move with good intent, and I move with purpose. What's my purpose here? My purpose is to bring some level of peace so that my kids can experience peace. So that's how you move on. You think it through. I try not to say something without thinking first. I try not to text anything without saying it first. Not email it, not pull up on it. I try to think all of those things through. It is very important for me that I do what's right. And that's not always easy. I keep telling y'all it's not always easy because it's not. But it's important. I hope our conversation helped some way, somehow, somebody. Y'all know I don't hop on here unless something hits my heart. But just, I keep saying it. I'm saying it even to myself. I don't call myself preaching to nobody. I feel like we're all learning together. We can't pour from empty cups. We can't fix the broken. That is the reason that there is only one. My grandmother used to tell me there's one that sits high and looks low. No one else can do it. And remember this. People think a lot about the bag. They don't want to fumble the bag. But don't fumble valuable people. Valuable people are irreplaceable. Money you can always go get. I've been getting money all my life. But the valuable people, they are few and far in between. Don't fumble people of value. Hold on to them. Respect them. Treat them with a certain level of love. If you ever see I cut somebody off, they did some foul shit. Know that. Because I'm going to take accountability for anything that I do, even when it's wrong. My real friends, which are very, very few, contrary to popular belief, will tell you, if you ask a Toya, if you ask a Vanessa, if you ask the people I'm real dead ass close to, when I'm out of pocket, it got to be addressed, and I'm going to get right. But if I cut something, I mean, it was deep because of the way I was raised. Don't fumble people of value. Don't fumble opportunities of value. Here's a saying that people have. Well, if it's meant for me, you can run off what was meant for you. God can bless you with something and you block it. You never heard old people talking about blocking blessings? Walking in your purpose? All these things are things of relevance. So you got to remember that you don't want to fumble. Forget the bag. You can get the bag. Matter of fact, I get more bags with people of value that value me and that I value and that we respect one another and we work together. Don't fumble people of value. You cannot replace them. There are some people that you will lose, that you will never, ever, ever, ever find anything like them similar ever in this life again. Don't fumble people of value. Don't be so caught up in the now that you don't think about the later. Make sure that when you out here hustling and you chasing your dreams, you're not chasing people off and burning bridges. Don't let that desperation cause you to make desperate moves. And another thing, stop trusting fucked up people. If somebody does something foul to you, that one time is enough. That does not mean you have to hate them. But know that that's what it is. We just try to make things what we want it to be. When I say we, I'm talking about me too. we try to make things what we want to be, and sometimes we just hang on to who people used to be. This life has hurt and broken a lot of people, and sometimes once people are hurt and broken, they can no longer be good to you. It happens, but we have to accept it, and it's a process. And once I talk about something with my mom and I really come to terms and real peace on it, then I can share with y'all, which is why I'm sharing now. But I just want to say thank y'all. Thank y'all for loving me. Thank y'all for being there for me. Thank you to those who judge me. You don't sit in the right seat to do so. And we have to make sure our own back porch is clean before we start easing into other folks' yards. Get your mask!
Where is it?
Go get it before they come up here. Over there.
No, even what the one you had?
I'm finna call your mama.
you
I'm finna
said.
call your mama.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God. Please
But
don't.
I'm about to call your mama.
Don't call me.
I'm about to call your mama. But like Scotty just said, you cannot force something that God has not put in place for you to be what you need. You just can't. It's impossible. Doesn't work.
You got one?
This is iPod.
I don't think you want.
Oh, I don't think I have only one. Yeah,
Got a mask on.
I love y'all.
one extra.
You say, please what? Save it? Like save the life? I'll try. Y'all know Auntie.
It popped off my ear.
I'm about to go get the COVID nurse on your ass.
It's finally on y'all.
Get him, Naya. Tell the lady come on back. We got one, what they call it, insubordinate.
She said I was negative.
Oh, so what you negative? So she said I was negative.
I was negative.
Y'all gonna see us fighting on the floor. But yeah, what you say? Oh, Georgia's sweetest, you needed this so bad. Listen, I pray it touched somebody's heart. I come with nothing but my heart. And yes, this album is done. I did some fire features the other day that I cannot wait for y'all to learn about. Ooh, I'm so excited. God has been so good to me, and even in all my imperfections, he just keeps keeping me. You gonna make me lose my religion.
You over there doing
Who is that?
It don't matter. Just say that.
Lord. Thank you. Whoever just text Jacob, thank you. So just don't want to behave. That be the youngest for you. I love y'all and God bless y'all. What you say, today was a hard day. Thank you for this live. I am Tara, New York. I believe that is. May God bless you. I am girl Mia. I'm about to call his mama. I am. Which tattoo? You talking about my baby? I got this. This is my favorite picture of her from her second birthday. That's in my arm. Dyson from Australia did it. He is incredible. I got to get back in and get Nico. I got my boys' names on me 3 times a piece, but I want to get their faces. Really all 3 of my sons. Y'all know I don't do the step, whatever, all that. So Malik, what y'all call him? Uno? It's really Ramon, Rodney, Romello. I want to get something else for them. I got Leia a couple times. I got all my kids on me multiple times. And Mo Talk is almost done. Mo Talk has been incredible. The interviews have been so deep and in depth, and the stuff that people are comfortable talking to me about. And who said my nails too short? I got churn in real life. It's finna be my baby birthday. I can't be around here with no claws on. My children ain't never had no nanny. I do it myself. No disrespect to those who do. I probably could use some help sometimes, but I like doing it myself. I'm from your second home, New Orleans. We love you and needed to hear this. You know I love y'all. Can't get the best of me, 86. You know I love y'all. I gotta come there and see my Titi, because she check on my baby every day. She check on Leia. Leia's going to a new school, so Titi will call Leia and she'll say, what you want your Titi to bring your baby? What you want when you come out here? And Leia will tell her, I want some gumbo, Titi. Oh yeah, baby. Ooh, I'm gonna make you some gumbo. And then Tita gonna go to the casino, babe. While you and your mama at your room, I'm gonna go to the casino. And Leia loves talking to her just to, You know, I think it's the energy. It's the energy. It's the energy in New Orleans. It's the energy. It's the energy. It's the energy. It's the people. The people that I do know, they've been good to me. Leia is not my twin, but she do act like me. Mello is my twin in the face, and he do not act like me. And Rodney and Malik, them my protectors. They really do not play about me. They do not play about me. For real, for real. I mean, for real. You say my impersonations. Oh, yeah. I impersonate everybody for real. If y'all, I can do a lot of people. Who you like for me to do, Jacob? Yes, I got to get my baby her gumbo from her teeth and I'm going to take her down there so she can have some fun her next school break. Oh, Monica. Girl, where's my baby? How was her day at school today? That's what she called me every day and say. Mello does look like Montez, but who y'all think Montez look like for real? My daddy? Yeah, my daddy, you're right. They all got little things for me. Leia has, like, my disposition, because at 8, she already know what time it is. I asked her the other day about somebody, and she was like, they sus. I'm cool. So, oh, this is my child. Oh, Toya. Oh, you know I could do Toya. I could do Toya. I could do Tiny. I could do all of them. But I do want to say God bless y'all, and that I love y'all, and I'm gonna do everything I can to try and save the live the right way. KK, you say my daddy. I know my daddy got some strong genes. I know when I had Mello, I was sitting there and I had him on the bed with me, and one of the nurses came in and said, oh, he has jaundice. When the eyes are this blue, Mom, he has jaundice and we're going to have to put him under the light. I said, my baby does not have jaundice. I said, it's hereditary. And she was like, no, sweetheart, usually when African American babies have. And she went through this whole thing, and I just kept rocking and loving on my baby. I had one on my chest and one laying right beside me, because whenever I give birth, I always make sure my kids are there, because there's a reason I do it. Don't have to go into it right now, but I want them to be a part of the introduction of their sibling coming into this world, because y'all got to have each other even after mama is gone. So my kids are always there when I have the next one. And then my father came in. And then my brother came in. They came in together, and she was like, my apologies, Mom. Yeah, thank ya. Try to tell you. But that's how it goes. You know, it is what it is. I love y'all, and I am going to go to work now. I'm going to make sure I share a whole lot. And guess what? I did some special mixes of friends. I had some really special people. Chef KP, love you. I got some really special people to do some dope mixes for the holidays of friends, so we can have fun and keep this thing going. What'd you say? My son came out with blue eyes too, and my father has green. So my father's eyes are blue. My brothers are green. And now both boys are like hazel green. But they started blue. And Romello's were like aqua. But for some reason, the girls don't get it. I didn't get it. Leia didn't get it. So that's just the way it goes. The Lord knew what he was doing. I'm just kidding. I'd be me regardless to the eye color. But yeah, he all the guys have it. All the fellas have it. And for those that keep asking how my dad's doing, he's actually doing really good. Nurse Kelly, CB's daughters, started taking care of Chino. Started taking care of my dad, and along with his doctors, his caregivers are all really doing a great job. He now has his prosthetics. He's learning to walk on his prosthetics, which has been real difficult, really hard. And my next performance in Atlanta, to answer your question, is October 1st. Y'all get your tickets now, because I'm trying to tell you, we're not about to play in my city. But my dad is a lot better. He's not to the point where he can just be out and about moving around. That's ultimately, I got black eyes. Black how? You mean as in dark pigment, like the color? Yeah, my eyes are dark brown. They dark brown, yeah. My dad is not where I want him to be, but he's closer than where he was. My dad called me every day and see how I'm doing. He had a stroke. He wasn't talking well. Now he talks fine. He's a hard worker. I think I get a lot of my fight from my daddy. No, I'm not done recording in Nashville yet. I get a lot of my fight from him because you go in there, he's not in there. I test a lot before I go to see him. I would never want to take him anything as I'm traveling about and abroad. And when I go and see him, he's pulling up. He's exercising the hands. He's exercising his, what is left of his limbs. He's missing from the knee down of both legs. So he doesn't just lay there. He pull himself up. And when he starts running out of his elderberry and sea moss and all his other stuff, he gon' call my phone and tell me the 3-way Miss Kelly. Period. Because he just say it makes him he feels better. He feels different. My mom is doing incredibly well. And my papa, he is so dope. The way he puts up with our shenanigans, the kids and I, is just a different level. Oh, that's my girl right there. Y'all make sure y'all follow The Project Barbie. DA Project Barbie. You'll understand why I said that now that I said it. I just like real people in real places. I'm not being bothered with nothing else. I'm trying to tell you. I'm cutting everything off that does not add to my life. And if I can't add to your life, cut me off too. I'm really serious about it. It's important because it's onward and upward. It is onward and upward from here. And just know that God's got it. Whatever the battle is today, give it to him. Don't pray about it and hang on to it. Give it to him. Give it to him. Leave it there. I'm talking to y'all and myself. Love y'all. I'm about ready, I guess. I'm about to go to work. I love y'all. Come show me how to save it. They asked me to save it. I'm about to mess something up. I'm about to lose my job. Hold on. How you about to do it?
Don't you exit out and then...
Yeah, you hit the X.
Hit the X, all right.